I had wanted to go on Birthright my entire life. This was a big thing in my family, and everyone was like waiting for the next set of cousins to finally be old enough to go. And so finally, when my brother turned 18, we were like, okay, we can go. We were supposed to go August 2020, but COVID. So then finally, August 2021, we set off, and the day after we got into Israel, they closed the borders. So it felt like fate. It was serendipitous that we made it in at all. It was spectacular. No one on this trip knew each other except me and my brother, and we immediately all bonded together. When we got our Israeli soldiers on the trip, they immediately became family with us, mishpacha, as they like to say. Everywhere you go, there are things in Hebrew, there's things where you feel a part of something bigger than yourself. The moment at the Western Wall on Shabbat was pretty special, when you're just like, man, we're all here together from all over the world and from all different walks of life, but we're all here. We sat in a circle, and our tour guide passed out little slips of paper, and we had to write who we were honoring and who we were metaphorically bringing with us to the wall, and who we were going to leave their memory in the wall forever with everyone's prayers. It was really special to hear what impact other people's community had on their lives. So people talked about bringing their grandmother with them to the wall because their grandmother supported them on their Jewish journey. One person was bringing their uncle who had passed away, who had always supported them in life, and how they felt so indebted to them. We're all so connected, and we've never met each other before. And so to have that moment where you all realized that you have this common thing that you love and that has been in your family and in your life, and that you have other people at home supporting you on this trip, was really magical. The moment where I realized how important Birthright is for me was we went to Yad Vashem, and it was hard for me and another girl especially. We both had prepared, we were roommates, and so we knew how difficult this museum trip was going to be for us, and about halfway through we were like, we can't do this anymore, and so our tour guide took us out. The first people to come and make sure we were okay were our IDF soldiers, and one of our IDF soldiers, who happened to be one of my roommates on the trip, she was sitting with me and she was like, what are you feeling right now? And I was scared. I feel scared. And she looked at me and she was like, you don't have to be scared. It's my job to protect all of you. Not just the people who live in Israel, but all the Jews all over the world. That's when it kind of hit me. I was like, yeah, Israel represents more than just the Jewish people who live in Israel. It is a safety for all of us who live all over the world, and it provides us strength no matter where we live. Now everyone who goes on Birthright has a piece of themselves there forever. You have a connection to be like, that can be my second home. I could go there and I have a community there already. Yeah, this is the magic of Israel. Birthright reinvigorated my passion for being connected to my Judaism. I've become really more active in my temple community. I've been taking classes on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. I've been taking classes on Israeli history. It's inspired me to become more educated about Israel and dive deeper into my Judaism and how I move through the world. I know when I go back to Israel, I have friends there that would take me into their home. You feel like you have a connection to Israel forever.